Senator, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much for inviting me back. It's been a while.
I know, and so I'm so happy we got you in. And to talk about something that's so important to so many Minnesotans right now. We keep hearing there's an affordability crisis. It kind of looks different to everyone. So what are you hearing or seeing in your district?
First of all, the price for homes, first-time home buyers, it's become unaffordable. And even my son, he is 34. He ended up moving from Minnesota to South Carolina because he looked for 2 years to try and find something here, and he just went, you know what, Mom, we're going to move to where my wife's family is because they could get a much bigger home for a lot more affordable price. So it used to be that first-time home buyers the average age was 33. That was just in 2020. And now in 2026, first-time home buyer age is 40 years old. So, I mean, that we're really hearing about that a lot. And also just the price of everything, that cuts in their pocketbook, that they're like, come on, government, do something to help us out. So that's really what our focus has been here on the Republican side, is just try to make life more affordable for Minnesotans.
And that's kind of a sad story. I'm sorry for your family that your son had to move away. And no wonder that makes it a personal mission for you to improve affordability here. How did we get here to this point?
Well, for my son, he said, Mom, if you fix things, I will be coming back. So I'm like, okay, I will run one more term and let's see if I can fix this thing. You know what? And I hate to place blame on anybody, but the Democrats do have to take some accountability for this, because back in 23, we had an $18 billion surplus. I mean, historic surplus, $18 billion, and they spent that almost overnight and then raised our taxes by another $10 billion. So we're now feeling it. Back in 23, 24, we were screaming from the rooftops, like, please listen to us. And they would not listen to us. They pushed all of this through. And now we're feeling it today. We're feeling it again when it comes to first-time home buyers. We're feeling it when it comes to our license tab fees. Those have gone up exponentially just because of what they did in 2023. So there was this insatiable appetite that the Democrats had when they took full control, House, Senate, and Governor, to just spend, and then they went, oh wow, we spent too much. We're going to have to go back to Minnesotans and take more of their money. And so it's so frustrating being on this side of it, and especially hearing from constituents what actually happened to that money. When there was waste, fraud, and abuse, Minnesotans were being stolen from in the last couple of years, and now we've seen it. So it's so frustrating, and I can't imagine for people on the outside, not working here in government, to go, why do I even want to pay my taxes anymore when it's just being squandered out and being stolen? So it's very frustrating, and that's how we got here. So I hate to, because I love all my Democrat friends across the aisle, but I'd like them to stand up and say, you know what, we probably moved too fast, and some of the mandates and taxes that we raised on people really didn't work out, and we need to dial some of that back.
What can we do here at the state legislature to improve affordability?
Well, one of them that Senator Jasinski had is the license tab fees. Like, let's dial those back to pre-2023. All of the surrounding states are way less than we have here in the state of Minnesota. And some of our tab fees are costing us more than our car payments are. So that would be one. Property taxes, the mandates that we put on our cities, our townships, our counties, and even our school districts have caused our property tax. And those are two things that you can't fix in your budget. You can't go, oh, I'm going to try and cut back on my tab fees, or I'm going to cut back on. No, you have to pay those things. So those are a couple of things, and hopefully here this last week we can get something done on that. But also, I have a couple of bills that are federal conformity, when it's no tax on tips and no tax on overtime. That would be a big help to Minnesotans if they could just have a little extra money in their pocket every month.
Tell me more about those bills. I know when you were introducing them, you talked a lot about your hairdresser, right? And how this would impact her. I love how you have these personal stories for your legislation. So tell me more about that.
Well, first, Nikki at Joppa Salon in Stillwater said, I heard you were talking about me at a press conference. And I said, well, yeah, because we talk. And that's where you get all your info. You always get good info at the hair salon. But it would mean a lot if Minnesota did not tax our tips. And so they passed that at the federal level. And these people work so hard, and even on the overtime, if you're going above and beyond to work overtime, don't tax the overtime, or don't tax the tips that I'm tipping Nikki or I'm tipping my server at the restaurant. That's what we are giving to them as an extra bonus, so don't tax that for their hard work. But Minnesota did not do it. Many other states have done it. It's bipartisan, from Washington State to Texas. And other states are looking at it. It sure would help. It sure would help on day-to-day in your pocketbook if Minnesotans could keep that extra money.
And not just Minnesotans like Nikki or your servers, but you said they could help small businesses too?
Absolutely. Nikki's going to kill me. I'm going to send her this link after. Yeah, it will help small businesses, because this way their employees can actually be making more money. It doesn't cost the business anything, but these employees can be making more money, which makes them more competitive when it comes to the job market. So it really would help our small businesses when they've been struggling ever since COVID.
You mentioned that the federal government has done this under the One Big Beautiful Bill Act this year. How does that interact with your bills? Like, how do they relate to each other?
Well, again, it's just federal conformity that a lot of other states have done, and again, back to my hair salon. Now, I know I'm going to get some crap from people for talking about my hair salon, but it's what they're talking about. They're like, you know what? If I move over to Wisconsin, well, actually, Nikki lives in Wisconsin, but if I have my business over there, I get to keep my tips and not have it taxed. So it makes a difference at the end of the year. So if we could just get some federal conformity, and it will work right along with what they do at the federal level. So let's just keep this, one size fits all for this no tax on tips and overtime.
Sounds like it'll be good for workers, for businesses, and it'll make Minnesota perhaps a little more competitive in that business market.
Absolutely.
But it is a tax relief bill, which means that money would not be coming into the state, so the state would be bringing in less. Given our tight budget situation, is that something we can afford to do right now?
When I heard that at the press conference, it infuriated me, to be honest. I dialed it back a little bit, but you know what? $9 billion is what they say has been stolen from Minnesota through fraud. $9 billion. Like, our state government needs to look at their own pocketbook right now. There's $9 billion right there. There's $18 billion that they squandered away. We really need to dial down and really look at our own pocketbook, and then look at our spending. That's what we would do if it were our own household. We'd say, oh my gosh, I'm spending way too much. I've got to rein this in a little bit. And if you all of a sudden notice that a bunch of money is flying out the window, that somebody's stealing from you, or fraud is happening, you'd pull that in. And that hasn't happened in the last few years under the Walz administration. So that has to be our number one priority. There's plenty of money, especially when they've grown government by 40% since Walz took over. 40%. Minnesotans don't care about how many full-time employees that the state government have. They want to know how much money can they keep that they have earned in their own pocket. And that should be our priority here. So let's watch our pocketbook, watch our spending, and get that fraud under control.
You've mentioned that the idea of not taxing tips and overtime has seen bipartisan support across the country. Different states, red, blue, purple, what have you, are doing it. What about here in the legislature? Is there bipartisan support for these bills?
Well, I'm sure there is. We just didn't get a hearing on it. It's very popular amongst Minnesotans. I think it's got a 75% approval, but we just didn't get a hearing in the tax committee, and that was disappointing. So I'm hoping we're in the majority come November, and that will be one of the first things that we do, is to make sure that Minnesotans' tips and overtime are not taxed.
So if this comes up again next session, anything else in the works for improving affordability that we can see from you?
Again, it's just paying attention to that budget. Like, that, how that got so out of control and the train went off the rails is beyond me. When we kept warning, this is what's going to happen, and this is what is happening, and when are you going to do something about it? And it took a 20-something-year-old YouTuber to bring it to the nation's attention, when we knew this was happening all along and thought that they were getting it under control, yet they weren't. So there's plenty of money. Minnesotans are one of the highest taxed in the country. Plenty of money to run our state government. Let's make sure our Minnesotans keep more of their money in their pocket, and then they'd be able to afford a lot of the things that they want to.
Senator, it's been a pleasure having you here. Thank you for the conversation.
Thank you so much for having me again.